Parenthood changes everything. One day you are looking at two-door sports coupes, and the next day you are standing in a driveway holding a tape measure, trying to figure out if a rear-facing infant seat is going to force you to drive with your knees touching the steering wheel. I get it. The default move these days is to give up, admit defeat, and buy a massive, lumbering three-row sport utility vehicle. But hold on a second. Before you resign yourself to driving a heavy, thirsty living room on wheels, you really need to look at what they have done with the cabin space in this compact sedan. It completely rewrites the rules of what a family car needs to be. The engineers somehow found extra cubic feet of space inside this thing without making the outside footprint any larger. It is like magic. Let us talk about the back seat. I'm 6 feet tall and I can easily sit behind my own driving position without my knees digging into the seat back. That means your lanky teenager is not going to be whining for the entire 3-hour drive to grandma's house. And the child seat anchors, they're right there, totally exposed. You do not have to dig through layers of stiff leather, destroying your fingers just to click the base into place. But where this car really shines as a family hauler is the durability. Kids are gross. They spill juice, they track mud, they wipe sticky hands on everything. The cloth material they use on the base trims or the synthetic leather on the upper trims is practically industrial grade. You can just take a damp rag and wipe away a weekend's worth of disaster in about 2 minutes. The trunk is another huge surprise. You would think a sedan this sleek would have a mail slot for a trunk, but pop the lid and you are staring at a massive cavern. You can easily slide a full-size double stroller back there and still have room for a week's worth of groceries. And let us talk about the ultimate parent stress reliever, the active safety systems. When you are sleep deprived because the baby kept you up all night and a car suddenly slams on its brakes in front of you, the pre-collision system reacts faster than your tired brain ever could. The lane centering keeps you perfectly aligned on the highway when you're distracted by a screaming toddler throwing Cheerios at the back of your head. It's like having a co-pilot who is always paying attention even when you can't. Think about the peace of mind you get when handing the keys to your teenager who just got their license. You know they are surrounded by a high-strength steel safety cell and a computer system that's constantly watching the road ahead. And from a pure practicality standpoint, the climate control system works incredibly fast to cool down the cabin on a sweltering summer day, so you never have to put your baby into a baking hot car seat. It's the thousands of little thoughtful details like this that make daily family logistics so much easier to handle. You do not need an overpriced luxury barge to be a good parent. You just need a vehicle that works as hard as you do. You do not need a giant truck to move your family safely. You need smart engineering, practical materials, and rock-solid reliability. This car gives you all of that, and it's low enough to the ground that your kids can actually climb in and out by themselves. That right there is worth its weight in gold.